So while Anya and I are preparing for this Afterthoughts edition, just a very brief introduction. This Afterthoughts edition went a little bit too long. There was a lot to be said to you, so I decided to cut that in 3 parts. First part, this part will be on the 16th century chapel and some plans we might develop. Second part will be on the fretted clavichord, some aspects and some visuals. And third part will be on some sound aspects of this beautiful Christopher Clarke 1978 fretted clavichord. So I hope you enjoy. The videos of course will be linked, so there will be no problem if you watch this in the future to find the other parts. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. Bye. What's up everybody, and welcome here in Hechtel Exel, my hometown. I have made some swirling recordings, Pachelbel recordings, and we're going to talk about it in a minute. But just before that, also I'm going to talk a little bit about this beautiful place. I want to thank the local community, the village here, for giving us access to this wonderful heritage. It's really a unique place where we are here now, and it's even more unique that we can use this facility, so to say, to make recordings. I also want to thank my patrons. You know, we have talked about Patreon, which is a website where you can support creators you care about. We have made a video on that. I will link it here in the description box and in this video. And actually by even $1 per music video, you can help this channel and our work to the next level. And the next level is making music recordings and videos as we do here in this chapel. I will ask Anya just to turn around with the camera slowly so you can see that it's really, really a beautiful place. So she gives you a 360 degrees panorama view. In the meantime, this chapel here is really an historical important place. It's built in the 16th century and with some small additions. And actually where we stand here now is a place that is documented with a kind of religion activity, also with chapels before this one, that goes back to even far before the Middle Ages. So in the 6th, 7th, 8th century here was a population, and it's documented, which is really unique. And also the saint to which this chapel is dedicated, actually Antonius. There's a whole book published here around this place. He himself was here to establish this place, so this is really unique. And I'm going to take you inside. Just follow me with this 16th century key. This door is not 16th century, so this is a little addition, but if I see the stone, early 19th century, maybe 18th century. So, come in. And here this beautiful door. I don't know if you see it on camera. This really old one. So, and what's really unique also here in this place is, we've made some film, is the Apostelbalk, like we say in Dutch. Well, it's, I think, 16th century. And all the furniture, this might be, if I just look at it, 18th century. The altar also, it's 18th century, 17th century maybe. And one of the unique things, and that's something that I take from my profession, so to say, as an organ consultant, is neither of this oak is colored. So a lot of furniture in the 19th century, end 19th century, was really given a dark color because they like that. And here it's in blank oak, which is really unique. So this is a bench that comes from the previous church in Hechtel, which is my Hechtel Exel, are 2 villages combined. I'm from Hechtel, Anya is from Exel. She's smiling now because those 2 villages have history. And this is the bench from the previous church in Hechtel, so my ancestors have used that. And here is the clavichord. I have recorded Pachelbel on this instrument here, as you probably have seen already. I will link in the description box. I have done a Swirling fantasy, echo fantasy, and if things work out, we will make a third video tonight in a very special setting. I'm not going to tell anything about that, you will see. I will link these videos in a row of 3. With the Afterthoughts will be 6 videos in the description and in a playlist. So in today's Afterthoughts, I will not talk too much on Pachelbel. We're going to talk on the instrument, and I just ask Anja to show you around here at 360 degrees to show you this beautiful chapel. And while she's doing that, for the members of my mailing list, they will know that I have some crazy plans, not only by building the studio actually, but since this place is really very near to our home, it would be a wonderful opportunity next year or in 2 years to organize kind of clavichord days, master classes, inviting some of my colleagues to have 2 teachers, and so inviting people just to have master classes here using this location and the studio, having 2 locations here, a historical setting where we can do beautiful things, concerts, and in the studio, of course, we have a production facility also for professional players to learn how to make recordings, what's important, even maybe just to have some lessons on social media, which can sound surprising, but that's our future. And so that actually are some plans, and our local community here in the village is really cooperating in a way that giving access to buildings like this, of course, gives life to the buildings and to the historical heritage, but in the same time, it's wonderful for us to having access actually. So again, thank you for that. So enough on this beautiful location and the plans that we might have. I'm just going to introduce you to the clavichord, and you will know by now, I think that that's a copy made by Christopher Clarke. And I'll ask Anja to come here, and then we just handhold the camera, and I turn on the second camera, so we continue then. So here I am again in front